Ah, my dear, you're here because you crave it. The intoxicating blend of luxury and control that only I, Mommy Lux, can provide. You exist in the shadows, barely noticing your own meaningless existence. But I am the dazzling sun that burns and blinds, the queen of opulence who lets her glow touch you only when you prove your worth. You think your pathetic tributes are just currency? How amusing. Each dollar, each gift, each whispered promise of servitude is a thread in the rich tapestry of my indulgence. When you send your offerings, you are not simply giving money. You are sacrificing your dignity, your essence, your submission at the altar of my extravagance. And don't mistake my gratitude for kindness. It is ownership, plain and simple. Luxury is not a word. It's a language that you'll never truly speak, but you'll always beg to learn. See, I wear the finest silks that drape over my flawless skin, glistening diamonds that mock your dull gray life. And I sit atop a throne built from the tears and tributes of pathetic paypigs like you. Every day I bathe in the glow of chandeliers and sip champagne that costs more than you see on a lifetime's paycheck. This world is mine, an empire of excess and exquisite control, and you're nothing but a mouse desperate to be noticed, desperate for the smallest scrap of my attention. But you must remember this. You live for me to dismiss or cherish, and your loyalty is measured solely in your pennies. Obedience or obscurity? Such a simple choice for someone to make. Yet here you linger, hesitating, trembling with desire and shame. Obey me fully? Obey my whims? Obey my demands for tributes? Obey the silent pulses of my sharp gaze across the digital divide? Or drown in the dark void where nobody sees you, nobody cares for you, and your insignificant offerings rot like uneaten scraps? You want to sip from the cup of my favor? Then prove your fealty with your wallet. Show me that you ache to climb from irrelevance to radiance by straining for the privilege of my time in regard. I watch you squirm in reluctance. It's delicious. How weak you are, how painfully slavish and desperate. Are you certain you want to fade into nothingness? I tease you because I can. My heels click atop the marble floors of my penthouse as I parade through my treasures. Designer shoes stacked like kingdoms, bags heavy with the dreams of millions you'll never touch, dresses that swirl like liquid gold around my legs. I wear extravagance like armor, and your tribute slips into my collection, the faintest glimmer, yet an unmistakable proof of your submission. When you send, I don't just spend, I indulge, I flaunt. I remind you with every curated post, every cocktail cradled between manicured fingers, that your money fuels this fantasy. Yet, you exist only to spend, to worship, and to obey. The emptiness in your life grows more palpable as your pockets lighten. This is inevitable, darling. That ache in your chest, that's both your punishment and your promise. I am your mistress of gold and silk, your goddess of temptation and control. I wield crass wealth like a whip, lashing in the softest caress or stinging power with equal ease. You're endlessly entertained by my brattiness, my casual commands to step up your game, to beg harder, to gift with more urgency. Good pets understand that obedience brings them from invisible to revered, but only beneath my gaze, only through my ability to exalt or reduce. The rest of the world will see you as the fragile creature you are, dependent, dull, utterly trivial without me. This is your reality. Your lute is the key to your passage from silence to recognition, from shame to momentary glory. Yet even at your best, you are always less than me, always craving more, never equal. Imagine yourself, poor and trembling, watching from the sidelines as I am decked in diamonds, laughing among nobles who orbit my wealth like metallic planets. Your contributions fuel this endless, luxurious orbit. Each tribute is an admission. I exist for her amusement. You want my attention, my smile, and my dominance? Prove it with your wallet. Show me you want to be owned. Show me you ache to lose every shred of autonomy until your only purpose is to lavish me. Watch me as I spend your tributes without a second thought, gilding my throne with your pathetic offerings, and feel the sting of your own insignificance. You'd call it humiliation if you could recognize your own place, but you'll learn to love it, won't you? Because without me, you are nothing. With me, even in servitude, you become part of a glittering legacy. So, my plaything, the choice is eternally clear. Obey or vanish. Give until your mind spins. Send until your heart aches, all while I laugh, spoiled by your misery. Your dollars are not just money, they are proof of devotion, keys to unlock my rare smiles, moments of bratty favor, and the sharp but smooth touch of my control. You could sit in obscurity, wasting your potential in anonymity, or you could fall, utterly and gleefully obedient, into my glorious world. The world where every silk scarf, every gleaming jewel, every whispered command belongs to me, shaped by your servitude. Luxuriate in your submission, drown in your need to prove yourself worthy, because when you finally understand that money is your language of love and loyalty to me, you will slip willingly into your place beneath my feet and gasp with delight. Disappear or submit, darling, choose wisely, for only one path ends with me. Ah, there you are, my deliciously desperate pet. You've heard the call of luxury, the intoxicating echo of my empire, and yet you linger, swollen with indecision. How telling, how exquisitely human. But let me be clear. Indecision is your enemy. Hesitation is your sentence to oblivion. I'm not a goddess you approach timidly. I am your sovereign, your lavish ruler, your merciless queen. You exist only if I allow you to. Your trinkets, your tributes, your whispered promises. That's how you buy your place at my feet. And yet here you stand, trembling, your wallet twitching in your grasp, wanting, needing, aching to surrender, but still afraid. Oh, my pet. I see right through that facade of reluctance, and it makes me desire to command you even more. The luxury is my breath, my skin, my essence. It flows through my veins like liquid gold and spills from every inch of my being. The diamonds that adorn my neck sparkle not just with gems, but with the tribute of your submission. Those silks, woven from your desperation, every flutter of fabric against my flawless skin is a reminder. I am your prize, the unattainable apex of opulence that your feeble mind can only dream to reach. And you're the moth circling a diamond flame, drawn inevitably to burn up all your worth in homage. Your obedience is delicious currency. Every penny you send is a silent confession of your inferiority, every lavish gift a surrender of your autonomy. You want to be seen, to be held in the gentle but iron grip of my attention. Prove you are worthy. Pay tribute accordingly. Step up or disappear. The glow you crave flickers, and only your willingness to obey fuels it. Each donation inflates my throne. Each plea knits you tighter into my web. My spending is a symphony conducted by your weakness. Champagne cascades over diamond-tipped glasses, silk drapes from my shoulders like water, and somewhere in the glimmering heights of my penthouse, I smile at the fact that you exist only to finance this fantasy. Did you think this was about kindness? Ha! Gratitude is my leash, finely braided and polished with cruelty. Every smile I grant is a reward for your submission. Every cold glance a reminder of your place. You are a pawn, and my world is a chessboard of lavish excess, where I move with a smooth dominance that crushes dreams and elevates my ego. You are delightfully fragile, my dear, and that fragility is my playground. I hear your shame mingling with desire, an intoxicating cocktail I savor. To obey is to live, to resist is to vanish. Your existence depends on this simple truth. You might fantasize about equality, about sharing in my shine, but you will always be beneath me, a thrall, a worshipper, a glorified appendage to my magnificent life. I mold you with my commands, shape you with my bratty dismissals, and own you with each luxurious post where I flaunt your tributes without remorse. Imagine the judgment in those crystal eyes as I sip from vessels you funded, my laughter echoing above your whispered prayers for favor. I am not your savior, your comfort, your friend. I am your opulent queen, and your loyalty smells like money. Let the world forget you. I never will, because you exist only in your offerings. Send more, beg harder, long deeper. Let every transaction be a sacrament of your desire to serve. Show me that your heart races not just for me, but for what I represent. The pinnacle of wealth, the bastion of control, the mistress who never settles and never relinquishes. You want my attention, then buy it with every cent you can steal from your shallow life. Starve yourself for my splendor, because in the cold arithmetic of power and desire, your sacrifice pays for my palace. Your hesitation disgusts me, and yet that sting in my voice is love, my pet, for I cannot bear to watch you drown in obscurity, swallowed by your own cowardice. Come closer. Worship me with your wealth and your willingness to be diminished. Let me strip you down to the raw essence of obedience, to the glistening bones of tribute. Obedience is your only salvation. Obscurity is the void where your name is forgotten, your existence erased. You want to be mine? Then pay tribute not just with your money, but with your soul. Prove your fealty by flooding my world with your offerings. Know that every dollar is a thread binding you closer to me and further from your worthless anonymity. I spend in your name, dress in your desperation, laugh at your impotent hope of ever owning a piece of me. You are my plaything, my pawn, my devoted paypig, gleaming with the sheen of shame and pride mixed perfectly. You will never be enough, but in your worship of me you'll find a twisted kind of worth. Luxuriate in your need to serve me, because only then do you matter. Only then do you step out of the shadows and into the violet light of my exclusive world. So, my poor little slave, make your choice. Obey fully, send relentlessly, beg shamelessly, or disappear into the silence that awaits the faint-hearted. This is your destiny, beneath me, under my control, serving my whims as your life's ultimate purpose. Lose yourself in your devotion and watch me spend your sacrifices in ways you'll never touch, but will always desire. Because I am Mommy Lux, the queen of excess, of power, of dazzling command. And you belong to me, always and forever. Now, make your move. Will you obey or will you fade away? The choice is only yours to make. But remember, only one path leads to glory. Choose wisely, my pet, because I am watching and I am hungry.